us. Check out this spot. Well, hello.
We hath arrived.
Welcome back.
And we married.
Now we're married.
Yeah.
It's been a long 2 months. We got married. It poured on our wedding day. And then we went to Mexico and had a nice little week and a half honeymoon. Ate a bunch of tacos, drank a bunch of margaritas. And
got diarrhea.
Now we just found probably one of my favorite spots in Mount Hood so far. This is super cool. Kim is not very impressed as usual.
I am impressed.
But you can see the desert out there. We got a nice little rocky outcropping here.
I'll give it a 1.7 out of 2.
1.7 out of 2, I'll take it. Wow, what a beautiful spot. But we're out here for 2 nights, and yeah, I don't know. We've got kind of a whole area of Mount Hood over here that we haven't really explored. This is sort of on the east side of Mount Hood, as you know, we can see the desert. So we might do a little bit of exploring tomorrow and maybe see if we can find some other cool spots. Might stay here and just relax for the weekend. I don't know. But I
wouldn't hate staying here.
Yeah,
it's not ugly.
I need a beer and a sandwich.
Yes, both those things.
Let's go do those things.
I know. I deflect them all to myself. You're welcome. Just a minute ago, a beetle fell right down my butt crack. Winston had to cut that out because I pulled my pants off in front of the camera. So, the joy of the outdoors sometimes. Beetles and butt cracks.
It's time to make some sandwiches. Quite hungry. It is a beautiful evening now. Rain passed over us pretty quickly.
It's kind of hot now.
It's a little hot. I might crawl on the back of the cruiser and take a quick little nap. I slept very poorly last night. Well, I just woke up from, like a 2-hour nap? About a 2-hour nap. Much needed. No, it's cloudy. About to get a fire going though. And we are just big chillin'.
Well, you were big chillin'.
I was big chillin'. Maybe Kim was.
Drawing, being productive, just holding down the fort. So that's what I did best.
You.
Yeah.
It's just so special.
So they call me Special Kim. No,
Special K.
Special K.
It's what my grandpa eats. Well, we definitely forgot to grab a bundle of firewood in town, but thankfully we don't really need it.
Not at all.
Quite a bit out here. It's a little dry rotted, but it'll burn.
I think some of it is not, though.
Yeah. And also the spot is absolutely clean. No trash. I did see one piece of trash. I gotta go pick that up, but for the most part, pretty nice and kept.
Yep.
Attempting to light her little structure she's built.
I made a little fire teepee. Isn't it cute?
Yeah, there it goes. In any other conditions, that would never light.
It only did it because it's super dry.
And it's dead calm wind.
Yeah. Don't ever hate on my fire teepee again.
I will always hate on this fire
I
TV.
actually made it just to be cute, but then I was curious if it would light, and then it lit. So, whatever.
Oh, man. You happy with yourself?
Hashtag fire.
We unfortunately have some neighbors up the hill. They're being quite loud. It is what it is. Not really sure if they're going to be staying there because I didn't see any campsites up that way. So it's hard to be annoyed when it's this beautiful though. Looks like we might get some rain that kind of skirts around us tonight. It's nice to have a little bit of rain this late into the summer because last year this time we were heavy into fire burn ban, and I mean we had quite a bit of fires I think by this time last year, so even just little bits of rain throughout the summer helps us out. And apparently this year is the most precipitation Oregon has received in 81 years. That's crazy. We've had a lot of rain this year, a whole lot. It's even brought a good portion of the Willamette Valley out of drought. I think, most of Central Oregon is still within some level of drought, but portions of the West Coast are out of drought. We just got to keep it going.
About you.
Yeah. This is one of our many camping wedding gifts. Very excited.
This is what I'm going to use to cut up Winston. Make a jacket out of this thing.
Who gave that to us? Margo and Charlie?
Thanks, Margo and Charlie.
This knife is so nice too. It's nice to have a real knife out here.
Yeah, it is.
It's a little folding cutting board from Snow Peak,
and it just goes inside.
A little magnetic holder in there for the knife.
It's awesome.
Very cool. I bought some cutting board oil for it. Gave it a few coats because it just comes as like bare birchwood. So
I mean, I use this one pretty frequently, but I don't like to use it all the time just because this is attached to the car and there's like certain things like beets I don't want to cut on it and stain it.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have like an extra nice cutting board.
I also gave this a nice sanding and put a new coat of cutting board oil on it as well, because that thing was looking pretty rough. Feels good to be back out here in our little home on wheels.
As a married couple.
Yeah. Look at that. I'm wearing my silicone ring because we didn't want to bring our real.
Look at us.
Ooh.
Just kidding. This is as much money as we spend on each other.
$25, yeah. $10.
Kevin.
I mean, it would have been fine either way. It's just
Me too.
It's just a circle for my hand.
All that matters is our love.
Shut up.
Not COVID.
famous Kim rice bowl.
We sure do.
Some sausage, sweet potatoes, bell peppers, rice.
Tomatoes, onions. That's it. And like
A medley.
some shiitake mushroom vinaigrette. A little black truffle oil.
Well, we finished up dinner about 30 minutes ago, and the wind picked up pretty heavily. Getting some pretty big gusts right now, so hoping that dies down here pretty soon. We're gonna just chill out by the fire for a little while. It's about 10:30, so I don't know, I might head to bed somewhat soon. Kind of tired.
Well, good morning.
Oh.
How'd you sleep?
I gotta get a better pillow. No, I didn't go to bed until 1 o'clock. Just shove it up there. Well, it's a bright and sunny morning this morning.
I've been up since 6:30 in the morning. I got blasted by the sunlight. There's no shade blocking us, and you can just see all the way out to the valley. So as soon as the sun rose, it just hit me right in the face. And I think maybe we're gonna try and go play a disc golf course for a little bit.
Yeah, we're pretty close to a disc golf course. Last night it got very, very windy after we went to bed, and
Comically windy.
the awning was still out, and I had tied it all down, but it was just kind of shaking the whole car. It was pretty solid, and I think if I had put maybe 1 or 2 more ties down on it, it would have been okay. But
I think the angle was also really bad. It was just
the wind was coming right under
Yeah.
it, so it was lifting it up.
Yeah.
So I had to get up at like midnight and put it all down. Beautiful breakfast. Our morning routine with Cooper is to walk down the road a bit because he loves it.
It's called Adventure Walk.
The adventure walk. Well, I'm pretty dang happy with this campsite find. Well, we're all packed up here. We're gonna leave this pretty nice spot.
I'm sad too, but sometimes you just gotta move on and try something new.
Maybe roll into town and grab a few things real quick, and maybe try and see if we can go play some disc golf. And then if not, then we're gonna go cruising around, see if we can find ourselves another campsite.
Yep.
We flew the drone, and Cooper's very stressed.
Yeah. Oops.
Poor buddy doesn't like the drone. You okay?
No, I'm not.
Well, we have come to some sort of kids' church camp
Camp Morrow.
on Pine Hollow Reservoir, I think it's called. And I can't find the disc golf course. So
I saw one disc golf basket, but no one seems to work here. There's like camp counselors, but they don't know what's going on, so or how to help us.
I think we're gonna go just find somewhere to have some lunch.
Yeah.
Well, we found ourselves a little spot to maybe hop in the water. Right on the reservoir. Unsuccessful.
Watering these trees.
Oh, there we go. Sprinkle in the trees.
Quite uninteresting.
Gonna make ourselves some sandwiches and walk down to the water, see what that's about.
You could do that.
This is definitely a little spot. Got a little fire pit here. But I was thinking it was going to be on the creek, but the creek is probably about 200 feet down
And it's windy
this creek, or down this cliff. And it's windy.
already. It's windy already. We're gonna get pummeled by wind later, so.
Yeah. After quickly deciding not to stay at that campsite, we headed down the road a little bit farther and found ourselves a nice trail down towards a creek. It was a really fun little tight trail through the forest. The sun beaming through the trees was just absolutely beautiful. If you've made it this far in the video, why don't you give us a like down below? It'll really help us out. Kim's killing it. I'm hoping we find a spot.
Snug back here. It's real snug.
It's very tight.
It's toy.
How you doing, buddy? Good? Good.
So probably like I'm gonna throw
Oh
up.
my god.
How is it getting more snug?
Oh my. Well, I think we hit the end of the road. I certainly can't get through that with my chainsaw.
well,
I mean, there's
Someone's driven through here.
a pass through. I don't love that, but
It's a little tight, but we could do it. Let's see.
why don't we just walk down here a bit and see what's going on?
You're gonna have to back up. Mm-hmm.
After a little bit of wheeling, we found a pretty amazing campsite.
There's a little bit of tree moving.
Uh,
Forget that part.
Look at that.
Reminds me of those, like,
A fantastic little creekside camp, and it even has a little picnic table. We're not terribly far from like an established campground. This definitely seems like just a regular old dispersed site because there's just a rock fire ring here. Doesn't look like anybody stayed at this campsite for quite some time too. I am so happy with this campsite find. It's just a nice little nestled spot right next to the creek. And I feel like both campsites we hit this weekend were pretty choice, and probably two of our favorites that we found in Mount Hood so far. You know, we've got a few in Mount Hood that we really like, but because it's, you know, an hour away, so we get out here quite a bit. But I think these two are probably two that we'll definitely come back to. But man, absolutely perfect weekend out here. And we're gonna have some steaks tonight.
Woo!
We're having some ribeyes tonight. Before we get to the ribeyes, we're gonna have a little charcuterie. A little camping charcuterie. Half of eating charcuterie is the presentation. See, this is where presentation goes out the window. And there you have it. This could basically be dinner, but it's not. We're having steaks tonight again. I feel like probably the last 3 videos on our channel have been cooking steaks, but we like steaks. No, okay. Kim has been a little obsessed with steaks lately, so she bought some for me to cook.
Maybe you should be worse at cooking steaks and then I won't want them.
Yeah, probably won't show you much of the cooking because you can go watch this video if you want to see it. Wow. This knife cuts so well. As you can probably tell, it was pretty dark down in this little creek valley. It was a bit spooky, to be honest. At the end of the night, when we went to bed, we really couldn't see much of anything. So we sat around the fire for a little bit and drank some wine, and then we headed off to bed. Good morning. We slept in a bit this morning. It's like 9:30. But we got woken up by the sun at like 6:30 yesterday, so we need a little bit of a sleep in.
Welcome to another episode of Kim's Not Very Good Outdoor Cooking Show. This morning we are making breakfast burritos. Let's get started.
Driver's side?
Yeah, should be.
little bridge right next to our campsite. Looks pretty sketchy, but it held us up. Well, this clearly used to be a little water crossing before they built the bridge. You can see the 2-track over here, and it just comes up right here. Oh, we just walked the rest of this road that we're camped on, and it's closed due to wildfire from, I think, last year, maybe 2 years ago. So we got to go back out the way we came, and it'll be probably a little bit tougher going up because it was very steep and there was kind of a little rock garden. So
It'll be fun though.
Do a little wheeling. I've had the same shirt on for 3 days. That's just what happens when you go camping. All right, y'all. Well, we're out of here. We are heading back to Portland, and this video should be going up before Overland Expo PNW. And if it is, then we're going to be there on Saturday, July 9th, and you should come say what's up. Say hello to us. We're going to be just walking around, hanging out, meeting people, looking at things, maybe doing a couple of the workshops / talks. So, yeah, come say what's up. We had a really great time this weekend.
Yeah. Thanks for coming along.
See you in the next one.
Peace.